Welcome, everybody. Great to be back in many respects. I did a few no, did I did a few or did I do a couple? Hard to tell. I was enjoying myself thoroughly on vacation. I will post. I'll post some pictures up on social media a little bit later on today. But I want to start off today, and I want to share with you a story. Went to four islands, and we try to go to Greece every summer. And I kid you not, I'm going to have a countdown clock in my office where I can set it for a year from now, where I can go back again. That's really just how much I love the place and how much I enjoy it. But we were going, we're in the island of Paros, and I really didn't want to leave. I absolutely loved the place. And I had to meet at the ferry and down at the port, and I had to return the rent-a-car, and I went down there first, and everybody else was following in a transfer van. Can't fit, small cars there. You can't fit all the luggage and everybody in the car at the same time. It's not possible. But anyway, okay, make a long story short. I'm hungry. So I see this great little, souvlaki gyro restaurant right there. It was called Stavros. And I go over to it, and I get myself this lamb gyro. And it was all, and again, they make them, big and thick, and tomatoes and lettuce, and they put French fries. And they do the French fries over there in olive oil, so that it big like this, massive. And I proceed to get myself a nice big 500 milliliter Mythos, or it was Alpha. I don't remember exactly. So big beer, big sandwich, €6, just $6. And I'm like, how is this possible? Why is it that I go to grocery stores there. I look to see what produce costs and what they're paying for things. Without a doubt, fish it's not cheap there by any stretch of the imagination. It's more commensurate kind of what we're paying here, maybe a little bit less, but for the most part, hell of a lot cheaper. And I'm going to spend some time this weekend on the program talking about, and I've mentioned it before, I've written columns about the Lilliputians and regulations and what's holding us back. And, people think, they think that, we're the end all be all when it comes to the world and how we do things. And unfortunately, people, we're at a point in time where we just can't get out of our own way. Now, we can talk about the monetary, printing too much money. You've got too much money chasing too few goods. That's an issue as well. But it's also the cost of actually making and producing those goods. I remember years ago, I used to go off on agriculture here in the United States and how we just are doing everything wrong. Everybody always say, yeah, how is it that, the tomatoes taste that much better in Italy? And how is it that this tastes so much better there than it does here? And how is it that they're able to keep these prices down? And why are we spending so much? Well, look to government and look to people who are connected in industries that are connected, protected industries. I rewatched. I hadn't seen the movie in years. I rewatched on the plane Chinatown, and I can't get it out of my head. I really can't. The end of the movie. Forget it, Jack. It's Chinatown. Is that what we are? You forget it. You got these connections, the watchdog on Wall Street, axis of evil, big business, politicians, and the media working hand in hand to further their own needs. And it's a myriad of different industries that are out there. I mean, you talk about agriculture, the fact that we put food into cars. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We've got to spend a fortune to do it. Fertilizer costs are already expensive, makes them go up even more. It's a waste of good farmland to be growing all of this corn. We could focus more on local farming and local, they call it, people think it's all liberal, farm to table. No, it's not. We could be doing things much, much differently than we are now. And it's unfortunate that we're not. Really is. How is it that I can have a a high quality beer there. Hey, Greek beers are good. I can have a high quality beer there. I can get it at, for less than a buck if I want to go to a supermarket to get it. If obviously you're in a fancy pants, beach club, whatever it may be, you're obviously going to be paying more, but you can still get the same thing at a low price. It was cheaper to get Corona there. The kids were dying for Mexican food. So we went out one night for Mexican and it was phenomenal. The Corona's there, the cheaper ones you're going to get here. How is that possible? Again, regulations. And we're just heaping them on the American people. I mean, whether it be the tax code, which we lament all the time, tax code, which is completely ridiculous, or the federal code of regulations, federal registry. It's what's holding us back. I mean, I look through, we go off on a myriad of different things. Right now, you're taking a look at housing prices, which are still astronomically high. I mean, people are walking away still. They're walking away from contracts because, again, the math doesn't work anymore because mortgage rates have gone up and they're having second thoughts. And despite that, you take a look at rents and you still take a look at housing costs overall, and they've gone up. Why? There's just, no supply out there. Home builders out there talking about all the regulations that they've got to deal with to put up with homes. It's nuts. It's nuts. I'm looking. I'll admit it. There's a couple islands looking to get myself a place over there, brand new construction, because construction is booming over there too. Yeah. How would you like an ocean view on a cliff house, brand new, everything modern, 300,000? I mean, that's what it is. Anyway, I'll be talking more about this and regulations and whatnot. Oh, just thought about it, top of my head, actually. And again, I talked about this. I wrote about this years ago. I found it fascinating. There was this great entrepreneur who discovered that if you store wine underneath the ocean at a certain temperature, and they were doing this in Charleston, South Carolina, this guy was doing this. It actually, the currents and the flow of the water, whatnot, it's perfect for the wine. It actually helps to age the wine even faster. Here's this guy, this entrepreneur figures this out. He's doing it in Charleston, South Carolina. Who steps in? The FDA. You can't do that. Another government, you can't do that. Oh, we gotta regulate this. We gotta figure out what's going on. No, you don't. No, you don't. They're doing it now. They're doing it now off the island of Santorini. They're storing wine under the ocean. It's amazing. It really is. Yeah, another true story. I know, I'm doing vacation stories right now. 4 islands, about 2.5 weeks. I didn't see a single traffic light the entire time. I drove in every island. My wife won't do it. Again, many of the roads are 2-lane roads, even though they're 1 lane. So again, it's kind of like a libertarian paradise if you actually think about it. It's kind of, you work things out. Okay, you stop, you go up 2 people heading in the same direction. What do you do? Well, I'm a little bit further. You know what? I'll back up, or you'll back up, and you just work it out. Didn't see a traffic light, and these places were packed. Didn't see a traffic light for 2.5 weeks. Anyway, I know we mentioned this. I talked about this briefly, the IRS agents and what's going on, and how the IRS is now going to be one of our largest government agencies by far. That's if they can actually find the people to fill these positions. I'm not so sure. I also did a little digging too. It's about 50,000 people at the IRS that are also set to retire. They keep talking about increased audits. Okay. Who are you going to audit? I mean, let's be honest. Who are you going to audit? The government, and these government bureaucrats, they're going to go after low lying fruit. They're going to go after small business owners. They're going to go after the middle class people where they think that they have a chance to win. I know right now, people, businesses that I speak to, my clients from all over the country, we see the writing on the wall. We're prepping for this. We're prepping for an onslaught. Do I expect my company to be audited within the next couple of years? Yeah, probably. And you know what? We have the accounts, we have the resources to handle this. Am I going to like it? Am I going to like that extra cost? No. Imagine if you're a smaller business and you're just getting started and you don't have the means to pay the attorneys and keep the CPA on retainer. Then what do you do? Then you're, quite frankly, for lack of a better phrase, you're shit out of luck. And that's the thing out there that really, really bothers me, because everyone on the left right now keeps banging this drum. Oh, if you follow the law, you've got nothing to worry about. That's horse manure. We all know that's horse manure. That's not true at all. Government agencies they're agencies outside the Constitution, in my opinion, of the United States. They act as judge, juror, and executioner. It is an overreach in every way, shape, matter, or form. An overreach of the United States Constitution, what they are doing. And you're going to extend this to the IRS. I mean, this is the same IRS that, they can't even finish the paperwork that they have now. And again, where are you going to find these accountants? Where are you going to find these accountants? Where are you going to find these? They're all getting jobs. They're all getting jobs in the private sector that pay a hell of a lot more than what the government's going to be willing to pay. You tell me. Anyway, little Wall Street stuff right now in regards to some of the retail numbers that are coming out yesterday and today. Home Depot, Lowe's, TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart, whatever it may be. A lot of numbers you're getting here are most certainly rear view, and we were told by Target, we're told by Walmart that they had the wrong stuff. They had the wrong stuff, and again, we gave credit where credit was due. They're dealing with the problem, and they marked it down. And for instance, today Target earnings took a big hit. Revenues were fine, but they're also warning in regards towards the rest of the year as well. And all of this is to be expected. Okay. Don't ask. Listen, I can't help you people out there because I'm getting emails in regards to Bed Bath and Beyond. That's again, it's a meme stock aberration. Okay, Bed Bath and Beyond, the fundamentals, how should I put it, suck, and the price of the stock doesn't justify quite where it is right now. Doesn't justify the true valuation. I guess another meme stock, short squeeze type of a situation that we've seen in the past. I don't mess around with that at all. I don't. And if you think you're smart enough to pull it off, heck, God bless you. God bless you. Or, again, quint. Farewell and adieu. If you think you're able to figure all that stuff out, and you're going to put, diamond hands, all this crap, have at it. Have at it. It's just not how we do things. We just don't. Fundamental problem that people have. And again, I'm setting it up for the weekend show too. We're going to talk a lot about risk and understanding risk, what it all means. I mean, people get lost when it comes to this stuff. And I've been dealing with it for years. What do I do? What do I do, Chris? I had $100,000 saved up, make a down payment on the house, and I went to the stock market, last December and my account's down now by, well, let's come back a little bit. My account's down by 15%. I needed that money. Well, you shouldn't have bought stocks with that money when you have such a short time frame. You need to understand, people, you want to lower your risk. You want to see return, but you need to lower your risk. You have to allow time to work its magic. Time is the most important thing if you're smart. And I know I've said this before, but I've got a kid in college. I've got two kids that are going to be in, another two that are going to be in college within the next 2 years. Do you think that the money that I put away for them for college, do you think that I am speculating on Bed Bath and Beyond or the stock market at all? No. These are things that need to be in cash and cash equivalent type investments. See it all the time. Again, it's, get into the two different things that get people always, you talk about FOMO, okay, or greed, and there's fear as well, that both destroy people, and investment con artists will always push people and use those things, lure you with bait. And quite frankly, you see the same types of tactics that are played out in the business media and the news, and it's unfortunate. It really is. Again, when it comes to short term, when it comes to stock market, I think I'm pretty darn good at it. You've watched me here on the program, but do I engage in it? No. No, because guess what? I'm a fiduciary to my clients, and I have to put their interests first. And it's not in their best interest to go speculating on short-term movements. There's too many things that can go wrong. There's too many calamities or things that could happen that you don't see. So again, you focus on the fundamentals in the company. You worry about things that you have control over, not the things that you don't. Anyway, I wanted to touch a little bit on this as well. Yesterday, you had General Motors and Ford come out and say that their electric vehicle prices have nothing to do. They're raising their electric vehicle prices, have nothing to do with the spending bill that was passed yesterday. The complete misnomer, insult my freaking intelligence, Inflation Reduction Act. It will do, first of all, it'll do zip, zero, zilch, nada when it comes to reducing inflation. Okay? The CBO, everybody puts it, it's not going to do a damn thing. It's not. And again, it's just constantly insult our intelligence. Just repeat a lie over and over and over and over until people actually think that it's true. I mean, again, it's insulting. But anyway, they put some tax credits in there for some of these EVs, and some people out there who, we said it first. We told you it's going to happen. We told you that as soon as they're going to get these tax credits, they're going to jack up their prices. What did they do? Now, again, as I'm a fiduciary, I have to do the right thing by my clients. The CEOs of these auto manufacturers, they have to do the right thing by their shareholders. That's right. They have to do the right thing by their shareholders. And if the government is going to give people money, essentially, to buy their cars, doing the right thing by their shareholders would be to raise the price in a commensurate amount. This is why subsidies suck in every way, shape, matter, or form. And that's what they're going to do. It's what they're going to do. I mean, they don't really have a choice, do they? They don't. It's not like they're able to make the cars that they want to because of all the emission standards and rules and all the sorts of crap they're putting on. It was a very popular car. Was it it's a muscle car? It's a Dodge Challenger and the Dodge Charger and a Dodge Challenger. They're done. They're going to do one more year commemorative edition. They can't do it. How can they do it? It messes with their batting average for the government as far as the environment is concerned. They got to go out. They got to buy carbon credits on all this stuff to do these offsets in muscle cars. So they're just not going to make it anymore. I remember having this argument with somebody, and it had to do. I forget what it was. It was a Republican. I was talking about, these automakers making these cars in Mexico, and they're not utilizing American workers. And I'm like, wait a second. First and foremost, the cars that they're making, if they tried to make them in America, these are some of these smaller, like Ford Fiesta things. If they try to make them in the United States because our labor costs are high, they would lose money on every car. So what are they going to do? They have no choice. They have to make the car because, again, their batting average has to be at a certain level or they're going to get fined by the government, whatever it may be. What do? We'll move the plant to Mexico. So maybe we can break even. Again, they have to do the right thing by their shareholders, by the people, the owners of the company. And that's what they're doing. So, I don't like it, but I don't like any of the subsidies either. Imagine, just, for shits and giggles here, imagine if the government just stepped away. Regulations walked away. Car makers, guess what? You guys can make whatever cars you want. Whatever cars the consumer wants, have at it. Go to work. Where do you think their stock prices would be? Be through the roof. And that's where we'd get real innovation. That's where we get some real innovation, really competing against one another. They're not so much competing against one another. They're basically just looking to work within the confines of the government rules that are being placed upon them. It's pathetic. It really is. This is what holds this country back. Stupid regulations. Anyway, in a grand I told you so movement, Germany is going to keep their last 3 nuclear power plants running in a policy U-turn. No, it's policy. Yeah, it's a policy U-turn. It's the reflection of reality. Okay, they're screwed. They're all royally screwed, and they know it. And now they're going to have to backtrack on all of these things. And quite frankly, the 3 plants are not going to be enough. It's not. Vlad's got them by the cojones. Many of these northern European countries. Screw. Did you see today? You see inflation in the UK above 10%? Above 10%. How the hell are they going to get that down? Windmills? Solar panels? It's funny. I didn't even realize this. You learn things every day. Do you know that actually the hotter it is, the less efficient solar panels are? So if you have a warm summer, the solar panels are not working at the utmost efficiency. You think that the UK is going to be able to deal with this energy issue through solar panels and windmills? Nah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. See, Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon says, America must get it through our thick skulls. U.S. energy is not against climate change. Boosting natural gas production in the United States was not at odds with the goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. I know, Jamie. I know. It's just that you've got your litany of idiots out there that, again, it's just utopian ideas. It is. Like I said, show me your work. Show me your business plan. Show me how it's possible. It's not. Right now, as it is right now, again, we're putting the proverbial cart before the horse. We don't have the materials. We don't have the materials to make this EV transformation possible. It was actually a lengthy piece was reading about. Now, we talked about this before. South America, there's an area the size of California in South America that has all of this lithium, but they can't get out of their own way down there. Can't get out of their own way to get any of this stuff going. Yeah, and there was an interesting poll that was done. It was Master the Obvious poll talking about people's hesitancy to buy electric vehicles. And what do you think that might be? Huh? Price, number one. They're too damn expensive. Not to mention the fact how long the batteries are going to last and the ability to take family trips and all that. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Anyway, let's do a couple business stories I wanted to touch on today. And this is the small businesses, and this should be totally expected. Restaurants in deep blue cities. Deep blue cities are starved for diners while Florida is feasting. Minneapolis, San Francisco, Portland restaurants well below 2019 traffic, while Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and Tampa are busier than ever. Gee whiz, why do you think that is, kids? Huh? Come on. I'll be honest, I used to go into New York City all the time to go out to eat, take my wife out, take the family in. I haven't been since pre-COVID. Wait, that's not true. I did a recon mission last fall, went to the restaurant that I used to work at, decades ago in the city. And that was it. I have no desire to go in there again. I don't want to deal with the smells and the crime and the garbage on the streets and how expensive it is. You just take a look at some of the prices. I mean, it's crazy. Why? I'm not going to deal with that. And you've got areas of the country that, they're also dealing with inflation. Florida's dealing with inflation too. You're also dealing with a much friendlier environment. It's been a much friendlier environment for an extended period of time. Oh, the CHIPS Act. Just so you know, the whole chips shortage thing, that's not going to be around much longer. There's going to be plenty of chips. These supply chain issues are going to be dealt with. And we, the people, the United States of America, are going to be giving billions of dollars in grants and loans to semiconductor companies that are enormously profitable. Guys, we're all socialists here. We are. I know some of you guys tendency to watch certain programs. I really don't watch a lot of the crap on cable news anymore because it's just that. It's just crap. But, we're not socialist. You didn't get Republicans behind on this bill. And Amir, you didn't get Republicans on bailouts for automakers and bailouts for big banks and bailouts here and subsidizing here and subsidizing there. That would be my first question. If I was on Sean Hannity's program and he's talking about China and unfair and all this crap, and I'd say, don't we do the same damn thing? I don't like any of it. I don't think we should subsidize any industry. And that includes the education industry. That includes the healthcare industry. Stay the hell away. Let the free market rule. Let it work out. All right, we got to bring the chips manufacturing back here to the United States. There are other ways you can go ahead and do that rather than taking my money. Listen, I like certain chips manufacturers. I've made a hell of a lot of money over the years on semiconductor companies, but I choose. I choose for my clients. I choose for myself. The hell are you deciding where our money should go? And again, I don't understand how any of this is the slightest bit constitutional. Really don't. Anyway, guys, Great as always to be back again. A lot of topics we're going to cover these at great length this weekend on the radio show as well. I want to remind everybody, take advantage of all the great stuff we have at our website at watchdogonwallstreet.com. Check it out there. And yeah, I know I'll post some action shots from our trip. Have a good one, everybody. God bless. watchdogonwallstreet.com.